Today OGVTV are here at the Hilton Treetops Hotel in Aberdeen for Scotland's Cyber Summit, hosted by OSP Cyber Academy. This promises to be a fantastic event, tackling some of the issues surrounding cybersecurity. The event features guest speakers and exhibitors, focusing on topics such as cybercrime, data breaches, hacking, phishing, and GDPR, to name just a few. Let's go and have a chat with some of the companies involved. OGVTV are joined with Malcolm WARR, Chairman for CNI Scotland. So could you tell me what brings you to Scotland's Cyber Summit today?
One of my interests is the oil and gas industry, and of course the great advantage of this one is the networking. We know OSP have brought together some quite diverse people, and that gives us a great opportunity to talk to each other and find out new ideas.
I'm joined with Detective Chief Inspector Stuart McAdam from the Cybercrime Investigations for Police Scotland. So you've just given a really interesting presentation on cybercrime and how we can tackle this. Could you tell us a little bit about some of the strategies that are in place?
We are using the strategy 4Ps, so we've got prevent, prepare, protect and pursue. Prevent is very much where we need to push forward with just now. There's a number of the crimes that we see could be prevented very easily just with the basics about password protection. We've introduced our own Prevent Resilience officers within Police Scotland who are there to be the voice for Police Scotland.
I think it's really important to support events like this to try and make sure people are aware of how they can protect themselves and what they can do to make themselves more secure. I think it's really important that we use people like ethical hackers and penetration testers to come in and make sure our networks are as secure as possible. Businesses have a responsibility to keep the data of their customers and their employees safe, and how can you do that unless you're testing your systems and you've got somebody coming in to find out where the weaknesses are so you can help protect yourself.
What we cover, the processes that we help support with our platform are very much, quite often, falls on the laps of IT security people, whether they like it or not. So it's a requirement they need to be aware of and coordinate around, because it's just another thing they have on their plate to manage. So that gives us a lot of good natural discussions at events like this.
And you just recently given a presentation about GDPR, which is a hot topic on everyone's minds at the moment. Could you tell us why it's so important and what sort of steps companies should be taking?
I think a lot of your viewers would think about how their companies might be under attack from foreign parties, people with criminal intent, for instance, constantly on a daily basis.
OGVTV are joined with IRENE COYLE, Director of Training for OSP Cyber Academy. So you were part of the diversity panel that just took place. Could you tell me what companies can be doing to get more women involved in cybersecurity industry?
What companies can be doing is look at their networking. What are they doing in terms of identifying and encouraging mentors within the organisation, and then taking the mentoring side of it into actually sponsors. So your mentors will give the advice, the guidance and the support and identify strengths for a woman in the industry, but your sponsor can then actually take action. They can make champions to actually put people in positions where they maybe not had a voice before. So for a business perspective, I would say encourage the networking, the introduction of mentors and sponsors, and make it count.
For me, it was very much sort of identifying that actually it takes a whole host of people to make a really, really good skilled team in order to be able to address cybersecurity issues, but also dealing with things in the event of a breach or an incident. It's very much about having skills that are transferable from all areas of life, not necessarily those skills that are directly related to cybersecurity.
So you took part in the panel that just took place on diversity and inclusion. Could you just tell me why that's such an important issue and why you felt like you needed to take part of the discussion today?
Obviously, I've been involved in the IT industry now for about 23 years, and the stats show there's still only about 23% are women coming through into these roles, and it's so important. I think women bring such a diverse skill set that will really balance really nicely and create a diverse workforce with men.
The event today has covered a lot of topics around cybersecurity. What kind of things will you be taking away from the event today?
I think what I take away from this is the need for better communication, for much slicker communication. A need to flow information in particular from the bottom to the top rather than the top to the bottom.